Good afternoon. This is Richard Edwin Mccallum here at City Hall, along with executive producer Joanne Michaud for Radio Webfray, co-producer and technician Antoine Patrica, and the mayor of Magog, Vicki Hamm. Thank you very much, Vicki Hamm, mayor of Magog, for having us here today.
It's a pleasure.
Are you feeling relaxed today?
So far, so good.
Great. Can we start, Vicki May, about your background and connection to the Eastern Townships?
Sure. I'm a girl from Catevale. Of course, the mayor of Catevale would say it's not Catevale, it's St. Catherine de Hatley, but people from Catevale know where Catevale is.
Right.
So my family's from Catevale. I went to school there in Catevale up the hill, and when we came to high school, I came here in Magog. So we've been in the townships like forever.
Okay.
Our families are here. Well-known families, the Hellers, the Gingras, and my husband is, of course, a Magogois pur laine, like we say in French.
Okay.
So townships is our place.
And tell me a little bit more about the school that you attended here in Magog and how it may have given you an interest in civic work, because as you know, to be a mayor of a city, you have to have some kind of idea of civic responsibility. Can you tell me how the school maybe helped you with that?
Oh, sure. Well, actually, it even started a little bit before high school, because in Catevale, if you wanted something to be done, you had to get volunteers, because there was no activities. So my mother was in volunteer groups, and meetings were held at my house, and that's how this started, and I got involved in volunteering. So sports, it started with sports. But then in high school, I got involved, and of course it won't surprise anybody that really knows me, in all kinds of committees, you know, organizing activities.
Would this be with Students' Council?
I ran for student council, but I didn't get elected.
It's okay, you're here now.
Yeah,
What type of sports were you interested in?
I played and coached soccer and hockey until I got really bad injury in my knees. Yeah, I had an operation in my knees, so that was the end for me. I danced for a while too in high school.
Well, were you playing hockey and soccer?
Yes, up to 14, 15 years old. Hockey, soccer, and dance, which doesn't seem like it goes together.
What type of dance?
Jazz.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were your position for the soccer team?
Center. Yeah, I was pretty good.
And for hockey, the same?
No, I wasn't good in hockey.
Was it the skating skill that had trouble?
The skating skill, and we played mixed boys and girls.
Okay.
And the boys are stronger than girls in hockey. I mean, basically, okay? For me, I wasn't up to it. So I started coaching really small children. I like to show them how to start skating and feel safe on their skates. So I coached for a while. I stopped for several years, and then when my son wanted to play soccer, they said, well, we'll put him on a list because we don't have enough coaches, and you might not be able to play this year. So I coached again several years later just to pitch in and help. But
when you were coaching and working in high school, were you raising money for the teams and involved in that aspect?
Always. It was always that funding activities. I've been selling tickets all my life. I ran for Queen of the Carnival in Catevale, and I sold tickets. You know, it was always something to sell. Yeah.
But that is how really children become leaders in society, is by recognizing that it takes a team to make an accomplishment and those type of things. As mayor of Magog, are you still involved with the schools?
Well, I'm involved, but in another level, of course, because my work is very demanding. But when they raised funding for the high school, for the Newton gymnasiums and the pool, I was very involved in raising the fund. And wherever I can pitch in, I'm there, of course. And I'm very proud of our high school. So if they need to use my name for something, or I have some examples, give the students some examples of people that have been to the high school and what they've done with their lives, it's always a pleasure for me.